Hey guys, it's Tony again. Answer some questions that have been asked to me here in the last week concerning the Winedor, storage, drawers, dividers, such and such, and also on about how do you deal with odors in the house or in your bar. This happens to be my garage bar. You can't see it, but this is a two-star garage. Over there is my workshop, and we've dedicated this to Cigar bar. I laugh and say that my wife lets me borrow this. This is the layer of the Liz, okay, when she's listening. What we call it the layer of the plume. At any rate, thanks for the questions, but I'm going to deal with the first one on the smell. Cigars are full of oil, as you know, and the smoke has an oil to it also that will land on everything it has the opportunity to. In the meantime, it will also leave a thick, oily smell in the air and can overtake everything. So, some genius in France came up with this called this lamp berger, is what it's called. I purchased mine from Jack Swartz Importers. It's a cigar shop in Chicago on the first floor of the Board of Trade on Jackson Avenue. Billy O'Hare is the owner, and he hit me to this thing, you know, because I was telling him, you know, my garage is starting to get overwhelmed. And he said, and that's, by the way, you can't see it, but I do have a ventilation system in here when we're smoking cigars. And he told me, get one of these lamps. They come with different kinds of oils. This was a starter kit. You can buy these things to where, you know, they're super fancy and very expensive. The whole kit for me on this starter kit was only like $35 or $36, which is super reasonable. And it comes with the lamp, as you see, the wicks, and gives you a couple different fragrances to try out. But if I have, let's say, 10 guys in here smoking, I light this and burn it for 20 minutes, and believe it or not, it's hard to detect cigars in here. The first thing that your nose is going to hit when you walk in the room is this right here. So if it's just you that's smoking in your basement or in your garage or whatever, light this for about 20 minutes, and wow, they're beautiful. Again, Jack Swartz Importers in Chicago. It's one of the oldest cigar shops in the country. Billy O'Hare is the guy you want to talk to, and tell him that Tony told you to give him a call. You know, so just look up his number on the internet, and he'll help you out. He'll even give you a decent price if you tell him that I sent you. Okay, the second question I had was about storing your cigars, you know, in a Winedor or even just a small little humidor. The question was, is there anything to be worried about in regards to migration of profiles and flavors? And the quick answer is yes. Simply this way, you know, no matter how well your humidor or your Winedor is set up, and I have mine pretty tight. If you take this is my Cuban drawer, by the way, that I brought down for you today. But this is a Monte Cristo number 2, world's most popular cigar. This here is my favorite, all-time favorite Cuban. It is a Trinidad Robusto. They are not made anymore. They haven't made them for several years, and so what I've got here, I got 4 left. Probably the last 4 I'll ever have in my life. And of course, these here are the Cohiba Pyramides, and these are pretty sought after and pricey. At any rate, they look like they're the same, but you know, the Cuban tobaccos are so different than what you find in Dominican or in Nicaragua, anywhere in the world, just because of the microclimates they have to grow their tobacco in. If you were to put these all in one drawer, what would happen without separating them is that they would begin to marry, and they would begin to lose their identifiable profiles as you smoke the cigar, and you really don't want that to happen. I want my Monte to taste like a Monte, my Trinidad to taste like a Trinidad, my Pyramides, when I break these out, which is extremely rare times, for maybe one a year I'll smoke. I want them to have that definite profile where I go, yeah, well, there he is. So in order to ensure that happens, you're going to have to build some dividers for your drawers or for your humidifier. It's simple to do. You know, you don't have to run out and buy anything. If you've got simple tools like a circular saw, you can do this. You know, I mean, of course, it's not going to be as pretty as if you have a table saw, but you can do it. Get on eBay and try to find you some 3-inch Spanish cedar, 3-inch by a 1/4 inch by whatever length you want it. That's what I did. You know, these things were probably about this long or longer, something like that. And I cut them to fit for me, you know. And first of all, the drawer that I have, wow, forgive me for that. Got a little Bailey's in my coffee this morning here. My drawers are all made out of Spanish cedar. And a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, somebody asked me, you know, how do I deal with the circulation? Well, you can see it right there. That's how I deal with the circulation, okay? Drawers are slotted and they circulate great. So now, I do like some bigger cigars. So what I've done was I have set this up to where it will fit 8-inch cigars, which is pretty darn big. I put these dividers in, okay, like so, right there, and then I put this divider in here, like so, okay, and then I just stick my sticks in here. Those are my Monte number 2s. I love those cigars, okay, and then you have my Trinidad Robustos, and you know, I'm down to 4 of these. I am like almost impressed over the fact that these things are going by the way of history. Okay, and then my Pyramidas will go in right here, right? Just like so. Okay, now you're cooking here. I almost am tempted to light one of these jokers up, but I won't do it. And then these are cigars. These are all Cubans from different companies, and they all have almost the same, you know, kind of profile to them, but not exactly. But I'll smoke these quicker than I will any of the other ones that I have. There's some Romeo and Julietas in there. There's some Boulevards in there. Let me see what else we got here. Upmans, Partagas. Well, there's a real nice one here. This is an exclusive from Canada. You know, they release just certain ones in certain areas of the world. And that one is a San Cristobal. Wow, that is a really good one. And this is one that I picked up when I was in the Bahamas, a Partagas. So I got those, and then I've got these right here. These are very rare, 35th anniversary Cohitas. I had maybe half a dozen of those, and I'm down to 2. They're down to 3. So there you have it. Now, if you got any questions further, you know, you feel free to ask me, and I'll be sure to tell you. You know, the Winedor project was really good. Some guys have contacted me because they wanted to build their own. You can build your own. It's not a big deal. Just gotta have the right tools, and you gotta be patient because it takes a while for you to get it to the place where you can put cigars in it. So, hope you've been enjoying Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert King. One of the best DVDs that's in my collection. But keep smoking. We'll see you.